How much faith do you really need? Right now on The Bearded Prophet. Hey, what's up folks? Adam here on The Bearded Prophet. Guess what? I got the ring. I got married. Praise the Lord, He's good. This is my first video recorded since I got married. So excited to share it with you. What we're going to be talking today is about how much faith do you need. One of my more popular videos that I made a little while ago was, what if you have no faith? How many of you out there identify with that? Maybe you struggle to have faith, you don't have faith, or you know someone that doesn't have faith. You don't really know what you believe or if you believe in anything. Where do you start? What do you do? Let me talk to you about that right now. So I have a very easy starting place that I think will help all or many of you if you're in that boat, or if you know someone who is, you can share this with them. And that basically is that you're a sinner. Yeah, I just said a big word, kind of a bad word, but let me elaborate before you hit pause or delete. Basically, it just means imperfection. It means missing the mark. And guess what? If you sit back and take an honest look at yourself, can you really say that you are entirely 100% without flaw and perfect? Can you say that all of your actions, all of your motives, all of your deeds have been 100% perfect 100% of the time? Honestly, no. I'm pretty confident in that. And so I'm setting that actually as the very basic bar of faith. You don't have to, at this point, acknowledge that there's a God, or you don't have to believe in Jesus, or you don't have to join a church, or all that kind of stuff to get started on the road to faith. And guys, for real, it means taking an honest, hard look at yourself and going, I'm flawed. I'm not perfect. We all have a kind of thing we want to aspire to, or I want to be this kind of person. I want to live this kind of life. I want to treat people this way. I want to do these kinds of things. And yet all of us, if we are honest, do not meet our own standard, much less God's or even the world's standard 100% of the time. And how do we know this? Sometimes it's through our guilty conscience. Can you remember when you were a kid, or even yesterday or last week, you did something and you're like, ooh, probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, that wasn't right. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I offended that person. I hurt that person. Yeah, that's called sin. How do you know it? Even your own body, your own emotions is testifying that, yeah, you did something wrong because you don't feel good. You don't feel right. And maybe you've gotten caught in something and you're doing it over and over again and you no longer feel as bad about it, but think back when you started. Maybe it's an addiction or a bad behavior. You knew, I shouldn't be touching that. I shouldn't be going there. I shouldn't be taking that or doing that. That's called sin. And so guys, if we're honest, we can start to activate our faith by saying, yeah, I am a sinner. Yeah, I have sinned. I am not 100% perfect 100% of the time. And that is an excellent starting point to the journey of faith, because then we can begin to talk about, well, what do we do about that? Is there a solution to that? And what might be the answer to having sin in our lives, or maybe even getting rid of it? And one other proof that I'll just kind of throw out is, not only are we sinful, we live in a sinful world. This world is not as it should be. Right now in the US, there's a big election season. It comes around every 4 years for president. And they're always worrying about how to make this world better, this country better, how to do things right, how to do things better. And man has been after this quest for thousands of years. We all want a better world, a better life, a better planet, a better system of government. And yet, no matter how hard we try, and some are better than others, we have not achieved perfection. We are flawed people. We live in a flawed world. The Bible calls that sin. And you can begin to start your journey of faith today just by agreeing, just by acknowledging, yeah, actually, I am a sinner. I have sinned. I am not perfect. And guess what? When you begin to humble yourself and admit that, God will even now begin to meet you in that place. Stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be sharing more about a next step for how you can build your faith. This one's very important, admitting that you're a sinner, admitting that you're not perfect. That is the start of freedom. And that is the start of actually knowing God and coming into a relationship with Him. So stay tuned. I'm going to share more about that in my next video. Again, so excited to have you here on the channel. It's just a joy to share these videos with you. I want to encourage you to check out the other content and videos that I have and playlists. And also go ahead and click on that subscription button and the notification bell, so you will always be among the first to know of the latest videos on The Bearded Prophet.